Kevin Durant to the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, that's the big trade, right? That's
We all
the
woke up to
absolute
that
big
news,
one.
right? Was anybody
Yes.
up when it happened last night? Because I think it was about maybe 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. So it was probably what, you're 2 hours behind us in Arizona?
Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
11 here.
Maybe 11:30,
Yeah.
11:45.
Yeah. No, we were just mad not being able to get into the DraftKings party, and then we went home and went to sleep.
What? What happened?
There was
The
crazy.
suits and sneakers party?
The suits and sneakers party. So they got my big t-shirt, khaki short wearing tail to bring a suit out here, and I got it tailored. Like I thought I had to look good. It's a DraftKings party, a big sponsor of ours. So we go. As soon as we get there, they're not letting anybody in. So we're thinking, oh, we're going to big time it because we're partners with DraftKings.
Right. They're not letting anybody, which means me or
Yes.
Solana, you're walking right in.
And that was my thought. Excuse me, underlings, get out my way because I need to talk to the security guard. What ended up happening, and this took 30 minutes to figure out, somebody inside had a medical emergency, like a stroke or something. They needed to they had to bring a stretcher inside to get the person. The valet was one circle, and the door going in, the patrons going in were going into the door that they needed to take the stretcher through. So, long story short, they had to stop both lines, VIP and regular admission, to make room for the stretcher and the ambulance. But the ambulance was in traffic, street traffic, so they weren't going to get there for 15 minutes. So we would have probably had to sit there on the list. I'm looking at my name on the list. We would have to sit in front of this. It was the W Hotel for like 40 minutes until they pick up the sick person, take them out, and open the lines back up. When I saw Charles Woodson, when I saw Calais Campbell, and Warren Moon, I talked to him for about 10 minutes. When those three guys weren't getting in, I said, hey, Ryan, Fred, it's about time for us to go. Charles Woodson is waiting in line. There's no chance they let my ass in this door.
Wow. So you got all dressed up and nowhere to go.
Bought shoes, $118 shoes I bought. Come on, man.
That's nothing.
$118 shoes. These shoes that I'm wearing were like $130.
Cents. $130.
$130. How'd you buy
those are
These
Air
are
Monarchs.
Nikes. These are Nikes.
Andy Reid has those on right now preparing for the game. Those are coaching shoes.
Disagree.
These Air Maxes are more than $118, bro.
Because you get beat by every time you go anywhere. They see you coming and take the price up. You're the dummy at every store, Solana.
That is true. I can't argue
We can't argue that one.
Your dentist fixed teeth that aren't even broke.
So you didn't get into the party.
Didn't get into the party. It was on the way home, it was an ego knock for us too. Because on the way there, we're joking, we're laughing, we're talking. On the way back, a lot of silence. Man. Hey, Hall of Fame, Fred. Hey, Super Bowl winning Ryan. We just got turned around at the door.
Were you in a limo or just like some crappy Uber?
Another brag. I was driving a Bentley.
Oh, that's right. You had the Bentley for the weekend.
Yeah. So you put
there you go.
And then think about this. You pull up in a new Bentley into the valet in front of the club. So everybody looks. We jump out. Hey, the pivot guys. It lined up beautifully, Hawk. And then we walk to the door and we're standing out there with the homeless man asking for nickels. It was a 10, 15 second of humble real fast.
You guys were the kids on prom night who rent a hotel in South Beach but get kicked out when they realize it's a bunch of kids on South Beach.
Right, but we made the reservation. No, your dad made the reservation and you're not getting a room at my hotel.
Hey, security, come here. Hey, man, how you doing? That's Fred Taylor. That's right. You know, I'm Channing Crowder. We have a show on YouTube. Have you ever seen it? I'm all in. Oh, yeah, brother. Big fan. Wait about 30 minutes. You can't be that big of a fan to wait 30 minutes. It's like, man, it's out of our control. It's in the fire department's control now, and we can't supersede the fire department. He shrugged his shoulders, and I teared up.
What a week for the Hoch and Crowder Show. You get turned right around. I go to the Duke basketball game Monday night. Proud graduate of the U, a broadcast legend in my own mind. And I am up in the rafters. I am in the double letter row. I could barely see the way that, light takes a little bit longer to travel and sight, all that stuff. I'm just now seeing the end of the Duke game if I'm still sitting in my seats at the Watsco Center.
Two A-listers like ourselves,
I
sometimes
mean,
we need a little humbling. We need a little jab in the ribs.
or maybe we're not A-listers. It's one of the two.
What are you speaking of?
It's one of the two. Either us A-listers need a little humble pie once in a while, or we're not A-listers.
Blah, 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 blah. Plug in my ears. I don't want to hear this. I'm an A-lister.